understand something, that talaq, establishment of talaq can be done in one of two ways. One way is diyanatan. Diyanatan is between one and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, between the husband and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, between the wife and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, right? And that's by way of deen. But our actual jurisdiction in this world is implemented by way of qada, by way of qadi and the judiciary. So that that marriage that goes through our qadi is or qada is going to be qada'an, right? So all of these ahkam, they could have a impact on the nikah diyanatan but not as the qada'an, or they could have the impact qada'an but not diyanatan, right? So so these are the two ways that talaq is going to be established. Right, so talaq occurs with the sari words of talaq without the need of any intention. However, for such talaq to be established diyanatan and qada'an, both of these ways, then you will need an intent to attribute the word towards the wife, right? Plus, at this time, when he is attributing the words to the wife, he is addressing to the wife with these words. He will also have to know what are the meaning of these words, meaning he knows what they are, what they represent as well, right? So in a discourse of talaq, let's say husband and wife are talking about about talaq, and they are discussing the matter of talaq, and he says, or if let's say even I am talking to you people, and while doing the discourse and everything, assuming that my wife is present and everything, she is hadira, and I happen to say something like that my wife is divorced, right? So this is in the discourse, in a discussion. In this case, what will happen is or what let's add another scenario in there as well. Let's assume the wife spurs the husband into mimicking or saying some words which are designated for talaq. For example, somebody has a Turkish wife, all right, and we already know that the boshal is supposed to be the talaq word, but the person who married doesn't know about it, right? So the wife like puts him or mimes him out to say the terms boshal or something like that, right? And does the talaq take place? So talaq will not take place qada'an or diyanatan, either way, right? Because number one, the talaq has to be attributed towards the wife, right, which is found, but at the same time the person in issuing it has to know what it entails as well, right? So so now this cannot be applied onto talaq sari, which we normally know, right? Anti taliq or talaq and all these things, it cannot be applied over there because people know what those are, right? Everyone knows what they are. So these are referring to those wordings which are sari, but they are still mubham enough for the husband to not know what they are. What happens if a husband is talking to one's wife and he didn't have any intention to say anything, or he was just discussing something, right? So he blurts out sari words of talaq. He is addressing her, right? He knows what the talaq means. How do we apply the ruling on it? So Fath al-Qadir and Nahr al-Faiq, they both mention that talaq will not occur diyanatan, right? Diyanatan, it will not occur, meaning in between the husband and the wife, they will know that it never occurred because it by mistake it blurted out. Right now, this is by mistake and not by way of hazl, by way of joke. So diyanatan, this talaq will not take place. But if such an instant is taken to the court, a judge has to rule, since it's going to be a sarih talaq, right? Judge will qada'an issue the divorce, and he will make separation between them, right?